This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Textile Minister Maran meets Karunanidhi on arrival in Chennai. T.R. Balu says DMK has not arrived at a decision for Maran's replacement. The court denies Sun Pictures Chief Operating Officer bail. He will have to stay in jail for at least another 2 weeks. Sources confirm that it was a rifle allegedly used to shoot down 13-year-old Dilshan. A large-scale hunt for the weapon is on. A young housewife burnt to death allegedly by her own husband as she leaves that statement in her dying declaration. A Tamil Nadu BJP leader goes to court questioning former DMK Minister Parathi's allotment of 27 plots under discretionary quota. The pick of foreign coaches over Indians is the big debate. India's former coach exclaims young players are being cheated by opponents.
We are all cheating the youngsters who are coming to play sport, whether it's hockey or other things.
The city dives headlong into a bid to host the World Chess Championships next year. Is Amma's support the real reason for the burst in confidence?
And conducting prestigious, coveted World Championship in Chennai, I think would not be a problem if this is brought to her notice, and it will be done.
Hello and welcome to NDTV Hindu. This is the late night news. I'm Natasha Duraiswamy. A new twist to the Dayanidhi Maran tale now. We bring you the latest in just a bit. But first, a look at all that's making the news on the national headlines. Couple civil hits out at the PIL filed against him, says no telecom rules were bent to favour Anil Ambani's company. Jayapal Reddy meets the Prime Minister and reportedly tells him that there is no option but to carve out the state of Telangana. The Corporate Affairs Ministry explains its alleged somersault on the SR Loop shareholding as a clerical error. Rahul Gandhi on Padyatra hits out at Mayawati once again on the land issue but is silent when asked about rising prices. The tough Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act is invoked in the J-Day murder. Andy Coulson, former aide to the British Prime Minister, is arrested over phone hacking scandal. Cameron says the press is not above the law. The 6th vault of Thiruvananthapuram temple will remain closed for now. The Supreme Court panel defers the decision. And Potter stars and thousands of fans gather at Trafalgar Square to bid an emotional farewell to the series. The big news coming in now of straight after the resignation of Dayanidhi Maran, which had fueled further speculation of an imminent cabinet reshuffle. But his party, the Karunanidhi's party DMK, may not be keen on inducting any fresh nominees in the government, at least for the time being. Dayanidhi Maran had arrived in Chennai just a short while ago. While Mr. Maran refrained from speaking to the media, senior DMK leader T.R. Balu had firmly stated that earlier that the DMK had not arrived at a decision yet on Mr. Maran's replacement. Earlier, he made a rather contradictory statement saying that the DMK will not ask for Mr. Maran's replacement in the union cabinet. In fact, sources say that the senior DMK leader, T.R. Balu's name is a likely favourite as a replacement for Dayanidhi Maran, along with T.K.S. Elangovan and A.K. Vijayan for Minister of State. The DMK has lost 2 ministers in the cabinet in 8 months, and Mr. Karunanidhi earlier said that he had not sent a list of candidates to replace Maran. We are also hearing that the end of the month will see the DMK hold an executive meeting to decide whether to continue its alliance with the Congress. And this is what Mr. T.R. Balu had said at the airport just as Dayanidhi Maran had arrived back in Chennai.
Maran has actually resigned right now. Did you get the information first? Did the PMO inform or the DMK party chief himself instructed him to resign?
No, the Prime Minister has informed me, informed the leader, I informed him.
And you asked for a replacement for Maran?
No, nothing. He has already put in his papers, that's all.
Okay. So finally, Pranab Mukherjee is coming to Chennai. Is he going to meet the DMK chief?
He will be coming tomorrow.
Okay. Will he be going to meet the DMK chief, sir?
Maybe.
All right, that is Mr. T.R. Balu there stating the fact that they will not ask for a replacement for Mr. Maran. However, just at the Gopalpuram residence of Mr. Karunanidhi, this is what T.R. Balu had to say just a short while.
Any replacement?
No, we have not yet decided anything about that. We have discussed generally about the political situation prevailing at. He may come tomorrow or today. Tonight.
Got any appointment with Dr.
No, he has asked for the appointment. It will be known after some time. Okay.
Your name also in the minister.
In the replacement.
I am sorry. Don't expect all this.
And our reporter Pratiksha, who's been tracking this particular piece of news, now joins us live live right now to tell us really what the significance is of these two statements by T.R. Balu. Do tell us what this really means.
Yes, Natasha, see now with Maran's resignation and with Kanimuri still remaining in jail, there have been a lot of speculation really about the relations between the DMK and the Congress. Though both parties have categorically stated that these things have not really affected alliance and these issues are two separate things, there have been a lot of speculation that Maran's resignation was really the last straw. It has only strained the relations even further. Now, T.R. Balu's statement that Mr. Pranab Mukherjee has actually asked for an appointment to meet Mr. Karunanidhi and will most likely meet Mr. Karunanidhi is also probably a way for both parties to actually tell, come out in the open and say the relations are still normal, relations are still cordial. Now, if you do remember, when Karunanidhi really went to Delhi to visit Kanimuri, he did not visit Ms. Sonia Gandhi, he did not even ask for an appointment, and all the Congress leaders actually went to his hotel and visited him. So basically, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee visiting Mr. Karunanidhi is also a return gesture, also to reassure them that the Congress is very much with them and will probably go to any length to try helping this party. And the other statement, Natasha, on Mr. Balu saying that they haven't really decided on a replacement to Mr. Maran in the cabinet is also very significant because just a few hours ago in the airport, we all heard him say that the DMK is not planning to ask for a replacement. Now, the DMK really had 3 cabinet berths, which is now being vacated by Mr. Raja and now Maran, which leaves 2 vacancies. And Mr. Balu is actually is considered to be a prime contender because in the first UPA government he was a shipping minister, and he is actually literally DMK's messenger boy to the Congress. So
Pratiksha, if I can just interrupt you there. Pratiksha, if I can just interrupt you there. There are 2 different statements really by Mr. T.R. Balu. One, the fact that DMK will not ask for a replacement of Mr. Maran. On the other hand, he says just a short while ago, as you had brought to us, the fact that they are not yet decided on the particular replacement for Mr. Maran. So these 2 very different statements, just an hour between these 2 statements as when Mr. Dayanidhi Maran had arrived at the airport and from the Gopalpuram residence of Karunanidhi. So do tell us what the significance of this sudden change straight after meeting Mr. Karunanidhi today.
Natasha, just now, basically, there was literally a mini DMK high command meeting really in Mr. Karunanidhi's house in Gopalpuram. This is the first time that Maran is meeting Mr. Karunanidhi directly after putting in his papers. In fact, this it wasn't just an informal meet. It was attended by Mr. Durumurugan, Mr. Ponmudi, with all the top DMK leaders, including Mr. Balu. In fact, they were in for nearly an hour and a half, and probably this meeting would have really probably even said, okay, maybe we should try asking for a berth, we should probably try pushing it. So maybe this meeting, 1 and a half hour meeting with all the top leaders, the high command really changed the decision, probably giving at least an opportunity for the decision to change, Natasha.
All right, Pratiksha, thanks so much for joining us and giving us the latest on this situation of Mr. Dayanidhi Maran arriving back in Chennai. And now Mr. T.R. Balu stating that they are yet to decide on a replacement for Mr. Dayanidhi Maran in the Union Cabinet. All right, on to other big news now from the city. The Chief Operating Officer of Sun Pictures, Mr. Hansraj Saxena, seems to be standing on hot coal at the moment. Today, the Saidapet Magistrate Court rejected his bail plea filed on 2 separate cases of cheating and assault filed by 2 film producers based in Salem. Mr. Saxena was booked under the Indian Penal Code sections 323 and 324, which translates to assaulting with hands and stick. The section 341 translates to wrongful restraint, and section 521 and 420 amounts to criminal intimidation and cheating. Those are the various cases against him at the moment.
The bail application moved by the accused has been dismissed. Okay. In the second case, yesterday the court has put a question that once he is already in a police custody, how he can go for an arrest in another case. I have clarified that point before this court, and the court has agreed that point. Now both accused has been remanded in this case for a period of another 15 days. Yes, again they have moved on bail application for the second case. The matter is posted on Monday. I said that both the cases have a separate and distinct transaction. It's not one and the same transaction. So each and every case has to be investigated separately. The arrest, detentions, arrest, custody and prosecution start for a different for each case. So naturally, the question of getting permission does not arise.
In some rather shocking news now, a young housewife was burnt to death this afternoon, allegedly by her own husband, who was said to be under the influence of alcohol at the time. The deceased housewife has given a dying declaration stating that her husband set her ablaze. In fact, her husband, who works as a day labourer, suffered burn injuries as well. He was found unconscious at their home and has been admitted for medical treatment to the Kilpauk Medical College. Ahead on the bulletin, Dr. Bala Guruswamy is to share his expertise with the State Planning Commission under the supervision of the Chief Minister. We tell you more.